Welcome back, everyone, to my whenever the fuck I want rant series. And today we're talking about why do other people leave other people so much? Like, what is it in us that really makes us feel the need to just cut contact with other people, right? Now, I'm not saying this coming off of people cutting contact with me, people that I've been close with. It's happened to me in the past before, and it's definitely happened to me within the past year. Um, However, it hasn't happened to me recently, and I'm quite grateful for that. But seriously, what is it in us that just gives us the need to push people away out of nowhere? It could be bad vibes. It could be that they've done something to you. I don't know. I'm not here to, fucking just out of nowhere, um, antagonize people or tell them that they're wrong for leaving others. Like, if you're uncomfortable with someone, you definitely should let them know, and if they don't stop, then you cut contact. That's pretty self-explanatory. But still, sometimes people leave others for no apparent reason, right? It's it's kind of sad. When you get to the bottom of it, it's very sad because realistically, we want people to be around us. We want people in our lives, right? I know I certainly do. But there's something like built into us that just makes us sometimes just leave people, just completely cut them out of our lives forever. And I don't think we're doing it on purpose. Sometimes it's definitely on purpose. Like when you want to come into contact with someone, say for them, making you uncomfortable, which is completely understandable, and I will never judge someone for that. But sometimes you cut contact with people for the pettiest of reasons. Like, for example, I had a friend cut contact with me because I didn't like their favorite movie. Quite a stupid reason, if you ask me. And there's other people that have cut contact with me for my nationality, which, considering a lot of things, makes sense. But still, I don't get to choose where I'm born. I don't get to choose my nationality. So it's kind of stupid to cut contact with somebody completely for, where they're from, right? And God, my hair is pissing me off. I'm sorry. Um, it's also just really dumb to cut contact with people because they're in contact with others. Like, I'm gonna take a really personal example. Um, I was friends with this one person and another friend of mine, which I was quite close with at the time. Um, Spread some pretty blatant lies about that person, like the other person that they were talking about. And I knew they were lies. Like, I knew they were lies. It was completely exaggerated bullshit. Everyone else knew that. Even their closest friends knew that they were lying about this other person. So I kept talking with them. And then they were just like, hey, I'm going to cut contact with you. It's totally not okay that you're still talking with this person after everything they did to me, blah, 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 blah. Right? That, to me, is petty. That, to me, is childish. What's also childish to me is the fact that you go ahead and just spread lies about this person when they've done nothing to you and everyone knows you as a literal pathological liar and manipulator. I don't know. Kind of dumb to me. Kind of stupid to me, if you ask me. Um. Also, cutting contact with people because they've made one mistake, in my opinion, is kind of dumb. I'm not saying that every mistake should be forgiven. I'm not saying that, I don't know, in cases of sexual harassment, in cases of all that type of shit in that vein, right? I don't think that you should be in contact with those people if the evidence stacked against them is true. However, like mistakes, for example, pissing you off once, I don't think people should be, you know, cutting contact with you for that. Now, again, it's just my opinion, and I'm just a 15-year-old who barely knows anything. So if you'd like to educate me about this, please, I am completely open to discussion. However, again, cutting contact with somebody over a simple mistake, maybe one that they've made unwillingly, maybe they didn't know what they were doing at all, or they knew what they were doing, but they just didn't think about it too much. In my opinion, I think that's a tad bit petty. Now, again, I've done that before, and I've learned my lesson, and I always try to give people second chances, even if they pissed me off a lot. Besides, plain sexual harassment, just like what I said, right? But I do think that people deserve second chances sometimes. Besides criminals. Criminals deserve no second chances. Talk about you, Wilbur. That was really weird of me to just bring that up randomly. Yeah, that's basically all I had to say for this rant. Cutting contact with people sometimes can be stupid, but it also can be the right choice. So just do whatever the fuck you want to do, and do whatever makes you comfortable. If cutting contact with people is your way of signaling that you're comfortable and that you'd rather be in that situation rather than continue being in a friendship that makes you uncomfortable, do it and do that. Do whatever you think is the best for you. But yeah, that's it. That's all I had to say for today. This rant is my worst.